What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Thank you for watching. Before we get started, I want to apologize ahead of time for the wind. A leaf just hit the lens of the camera. I was going to try to film in between the 100-mile-an-hour gusts, but it doesn't really seem to be stopping. So we're just going to have to push through it today. Jiminy Christmas, dude. But I'm excited for this video because today we have the Panzer M4 Speed Pro. This is a brand new Benelli M4 clone. You guys know I like high-dollar Gucci guns, but I also really enjoy testing the less expensive clones because realistically, this is what most of us are shopping for. So again, it's a Benelli M4 clone. We've done a video or two with Panzer shotguns in the past, and I have always been impressed. Obviously, we're not doing 100,000 round long-term durability tests, but for the videos we make, just running the crap out of them for 3 or 4 days, they've always performed very well. Now, it's no secret that these are not Benelli M4s. I'm not gonna pretend that it is. It's also not $2,400 either. I believe these come in around 700 bucks, so literally a fraction of the price. They are made in Turkey, which I know some people don't mind, some people do. That's a decision you're gonna have to make for yourself. But that is one way that they're able to price these shotguns so competitively. But again, this is the M4 Speed Pro. I believe it is their latest addition to the lineup, and I'll go into more detail later, but it has basically everything you would expect to see from a Benelli M4 plus some. Auto-regulating gas block, 18.5-inch barrel, 5+1 capacity, M-LOK handguard, rails on the side and the top. I went ahead and just put a little mini dot on this one for now. I kid you not, I put this optic on, took one shot with the slug, and it was perfectly zeroed. Like, dead center bullseye. That doesn't happen very often. So like I said, we've done videos on these clones in the past. I actually did one last year with a real Benelli M4 and a Panzer M4 side by side, and I was very impressed with how the clone performed in that video. So I've got to say, on the surface, this is definitely the coolest one that we've had so far, and it's the one that I'm most excited to test. So let's see how it does. Now, when it comes to the Benelli M4 and these clones, it's really the Argo gas system that is the main attraction. So Argo stands for auto-regulating gas operated. And historically, the main problem with semi-auto shotguns was always reliability. Because there is such a wide spectrum of ammo, most semi-autos would cycle full power loads reliably and then struggle with low power target loads, birdshot, stuff like that. Well, the Argo gas system, as it implies in its name, is designed to auto-regulate depending on what kind of ammo you're using, and in theory, make it more reliable with all types of ammo. So apparently Benelli's patent expired several years ago, and now companies like Panzer are allowed to basically replicate it and put it in their shotguns. And in my experience, they do feel very similar. All right, very first shots. I went to the gym yesterday and my chest and shoulders are absolutely on fire. So 12 gauge shotgun probably won't feel great, but I was bench pressing like 350, minus 150. All right, starting with birdshot. It actually feels good. That was low brass birdshot, just target loads, and it cycled them perfectly. I gotta say, it feels very good. Very good. Let's shoot it some more. All right, we got 6 more rounds. Capacity is 5+1, by the way. I don't remember if I said that in the beginning of the video, but let's shoot them. This thing is sweet, dude. I don't know if you guys see that spray paint can on top of the backstop. I'm gonna take it out. There's another one on the Texas Star. Yep. Again, that is low power birdshot target loads, and it's cycling them perfectly. So that's a good sign. All right, last 4 rounds in this one box of ammo. Let's go ahead and dump through them. It is called the M4 Speed Pro. Let's see how fast we can shoot it. Man, I wish I had a full mag tube. I felt like I was really getting it going there towards the end, but that was pretty fast for 4 rounds of 12 gauge shotgun shells. Now, obviously I do shoot long guns left-handed, so I went ahead and switched over to my right side so you guys can see the ejection pattern. I'm gonna shoot that white gong. Feels so weird shooting powerful guns off the wrong hand. But once again, it cycled well. To me, it looks like the ejection is great. They're all kind of landing in the exact same spot, so that's a good thing. This thing rules. Well, that almost felt faster than my left hand, so I love it. It's definitely starting to get a little bit dirty in there, so we'll see how the reliability holds up. All right, like I said, the claim to fame of this gas system is its ability to reliably cycle all types of ammo. So I'm gonna try to give it the ultimate reliability test. I'm gonna load it with one of every shotgun shell that I have out here in order from weakest to strongest. And we'll see if it can successfully get through the entire magazine tube. First up, we have the 8-shot target load that we've been shooting already. Go ahead and put that in the chamber. Then I'm gonna put in the 9-pellet Black Aces double-aught buckshot. I believe this is probably the most powerful round that we have, so that'll be the last one that we shoot. Sterling Big Game 12-gauge slug. Federal Flight Control buckshot load. And the low recoil double-aught buckshot load. So, obviously the order of the magazine tube is gonna be backwards because I put the last one in first, but let's see if it can get through all of these. Cycled perfectly, and I gotta say I did a pretty good job of guessing the power level of each of those rounds, because as we shot through that magazine tube, they just progressively got a little more powerful. But most importantly, it did cycle all of them, ejected all of them, and it locked the bolt to the rear after the last round. So that's a win. All right, guys, a lot of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll go ahead and give you a quick 30-second overview of the Panzer M4 Speed Pro. So again, it does have an 18.5-inch barrel, which is the shortest length you can legally have. This one does take choke tubes, which is pretty cool. That's not something you see on a lot of these tactical shotguns. It also has ports in the barrel to help with recoil, muzzle rise, stuff like that. Pick rails up front, sling swivel on the magazine tube, M-lock handguard, which I absolutely love. Little shell holder right there. It also has a pick rail on top. We just went ahead and put a Burris mini dot on there for now. I might try an EOTech as well. I think that would also be a really good fit. And to be honest, the iron sights look great. I would probably love them. Haven't really used them, but they do look plenty effective. Loading gate, bolt release, charging handle, which I believe you can swap to either side of the shotgun, which is very cool, especially if you're a right-handed shooter. Safety, grip, skeletonized buttstock. It is not adjustable front to back. I believe that's a legal issue, but the cheek piece is adjustable up and down. So that's pretty much it. It takes 2 3/4 and 3-inch shells, and so far it has ran absolutely flawless with everything we've put through it. So I'm impressed. All right, I went ahead and zoomed the camera out a little bit because I want to try the shoot steel clay popper. So if you watch combat footage, you probably know in 2024, drone warfare is becoming like the trend right now, and it is absolutely terrifying. But there would be no better tool to defend against drones than a good semi-auto shotgun. And I think Benelli even just released a version of the M4 that is specifically made for drone warfare. So the sporting clay will be our enemy drone. I want to see if this bad boy would be an effective drone eliminator with me behind it. Just disintegrated it. All right, that first one was just a spy drone. Now we have one with an actual payload coming in hot, looking to take out everybody. For this one, I'm using a number 4 buckshot. Let's see if I can save the day. Yeah! I don't know if you guys could see that, but I just saved everyone's life. Man, it feels good to be a hero. Now I gotta go make sure the woods aren't on fire. I'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and take out some pumpkins with the M4 Speed Pro. They were actually out of regular carving pumpkins, so all I could get were these goofy looking things, but they should work. Double-aught buckshot. That is awesome. That's a hot double-aught buckshot. Holy crap. I probably shouldn't have been that close. I didn't think they would splatter like that. I am covered in that stuff. Okay, that was double-aught buckshot, and it 2 yards away, it just kind of put holes in it like a slug would. Those patterns were extremely tight. So let's finish them off with birdshot and see what happens. Much better. Yeah, sometimes birdshot is actually better for stuff like this. It does not penetrate nearly as much, but it does typically explode fruits and vegetables quite a bit more. So that was pretty cool. All right, guys, we got one more pumpkin. This one is a jack-o'-lantern, and clearly he is a distinguished gentleman with a cigar in his mouth. Let's give him a light. Now, what he doesn't know is it was a setup. He gone. All right, guys, that is the Panzer M4 Speed Pro. I gotta be honest, this thing definitely impressed me today. We put hundreds of rounds through it. I'm not sure how many of them will make it into the video, but trust me, we shot the absolute crap out of this thing. Birdshot, buckshot, slugs, slow, rapid fire, just everything we put through it, it handled like a champ. Now, obviously this is not a long-term 100,000 round durability test, but for what we do on this channel, just running the crap out of it all day long, it ran flawlessly, which is a very good sign, especially for the price. I think it's like $600 or $700 versus $2,400 for a Benelli M4. I think it did very well. I have nothing bad to say about it. So hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please hit the like button for me, guys. I would really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.